Lafayette, Indiana, and Seattle, Washington, respectively, the team of Heidi Lovelace and Kimberly Team Lovely. Their opponents to my left, they hail from America. At a total combined weight of 476 pounds, feast your eyes on Donovan Dijak and Webb, the American Destroyers.
Fans Beyond Wrestling, Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place. Going to be calling the action alongside the Kingpin, Brian Malonis. Got a first-time meeting the American Destroyers. Donovan Dijak, Mikey Webb going up against Team Lovely. That's Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace.
My first time seeing Heidi Lovelace in action in person, but I got an up-close and personal view of Kimberly while I was reffing here, Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, these two are super tough. Just coming back from the WWE tryout, so good luck to them. This might be one of the last few opportunities we will see, you know, the team of Lovelace and Kimberly in a Beyond Wrestling ring. Let's see how they fare against the debuting American Destroyers. Obviously, Donovan Dijak, the ace of Beyond Wrestling. His career as a singles competitor, I'm not sure what more you can say besides the fact that he is the man right now in Beyond Wrestling, but now trying to kind of reinvent himself as a tag team wrestler.
Quite a challenge, I would say. Quite a challenge. Some great tag teams here. Maybe a future date with Death by Elbow.
Well, I think if anything, that's the reason that Donovan Dijak had to introduce Mikey Webb into Beyond Wrestling. I mean, he's looking for somebody to watch his back, but anybody in the Beyond Wrestling roster is already going to be gunning for him. He's going to try and find somebody that was not already competing for Beyond Wrestling. Though Mikey Webb, he did make his Beyond Wrestling debut at a studio taping a number of years ago. So it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on him to see how he's progressed. Just a second away from being pinned with a backslide.
I've known Mikey Webb almost since the day he started. He's no joke. He's a serious competitor here. I know him and Dijak have a long history together. They know each other personally for a long time, so I think the chemistry is already there.
Well, that's the type of person you want watching your back too, right? Not just somebody that's a good professional wrestler, that helps obviously, but somebody that you can trust both inside and outside of the ring. I think that's what Mikey Webb is for Donovan Dijak.
He does have a stupid bandana on, though. I will say that. I don't like the bandana.
Of course, the team of Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace, a last-minute replacement for the Monster Mafia, unable to attend today. I mean, those could be potential opponents for the American Destroyers, but they should not be overlooking the task at hand. And this is a very interesting meeting right here, because it was Donovan Dijak that came to the aid of Kimberly at the conclusion of Fete Finale last year, when it looked like Dickinson was going to powerbomb her to the floor.
Yeah, I mean, what? Oh, Dijak grabbing the microphone.
She is a wrestler. And this is a first-time meeting of what I would consider the two aces of Beyond Wrestling.
Wow.
Those are nice words. That's a nice thing to say.
And also, it jogs a memory. Remember when I saved you from a Pazuzu bomb and you never said
There you go. Whoa! Donovan Dijak. Well, she is a wrestler. Oh!
I cannot even believe that we would see this side of Donovan Dijak. I mean, something like that eating away to him for close to a year.
I have seen some sides of Donovan Dijak.
You got to think maybe a straightforward approach might have been the best bet given the size difference, but you don't want to make Kimberly angry.
Oh.
And Heidi Lovelace might be the only wrestler just as tough, if not tougher than Kimberly, that I can think of that's on the card today.
Dijak in some trouble here, surprisingly so.
I think the team of Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace have a little bit more of an advantage in terms of working together as a unit. They're trying to coordinate some tag team offense right here, though. Were they taking too much time? No!
Oh!
Heidi Lovelace shifted her weight and sent a Dijak down to the Hurricane Rana. Of course, it was back in this very building back in January with the Dream Left Behind, where Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace were forced to tag against Sami Callihan and Chris Dickinson, the United States Death Machine, a match that you can also watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling, where they were victorious.
Oh! Eating boots.
I think they spent a little bit too much time trying to coordinate their double team offense, and something like a big boot. A rudimentary maneuver from somebody the size of Donovan Dijak or the strength of Mikey Webb. I mean, that's dangerous.
Hey, I think if you're Lovelace and Lee, you have Donovan Dijak on the ground, you need to keep him there.
Kim and Heidi partners, but also incredible rivals. Whereas Donovan Dijak and Mikey Webb, you know, I think they've been able to coordinate their tag team strategy a little bit better since they both continue to train at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy under the tutelage of Brian Fury. I think that the one thing, though, that's working against them is that they were planning for a match against the Monster Mafia, and this is not the Monster Mafia.
Oh!
It's coming off the second rope. That's offense that we don't normally see from Donovan Dijak at the Beyond Wrestling live events.
I mean, the demeanor of Donovan Dijak right now kind of tells me, I don't know if he's completely taking this seriously. Like, I think he's very smug, very, you know, smarmy.
Well, think about it, though. He's already conquered Beyond Wrestling as a singles wrestler. He probably thinks he has an easy path ahead of him as a tag team competitor.
This is true. He's never met me in a Beyond ring, though. Oh, my God.
Nasty landing for Heidi Lovelace.
That might do it.
Well, yeah, you're right. That was a lackadaisical cover. At least Dijak from that position had an eye on Kimberly. Kimberly not entering the ring, so she must sense something that we don't, that Heidi Lovelace has enough gas in the tank.
Oof. Very disrespectful, though, Dijak right now.
I'm telling you, you know, and he said it himself, there is that personal element now with Donovan Dijak, you know, saying that Kimberly never thanked him for what he did to save her.
Oh. Just bashed her right in the face with an elbow.
I mean, you shouldn't be doing good deeds just so somebody pats you on the back, though.
Well, you know, Donovan Dijak has been under the tutelage of one Brian Fury, so Brian Fury, not the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, it kind of depends what day you get him, huh? Now the strength of Mikey Webb on display once again. Mikey Webb, a phenomenal athlete.
No hook of the leg. No hook of the leg. Lateral press. Not putting all his weight down.
Webb's about, what, 3 years in?
Something like that, yeah. Still very young in this business. But I mean,
Donovan Dijak has even less experience. But everybody progresses at different rates, but Donovan Dijak is like a savant.
He's been also Donovan Dijak's been traveling the world. Oh! I do think that Mikey Webb is taking this a little more seriously than Dijak right now.
Well, that's good, though. I mean, these are two competitors. I mean, just earlier this week, like I said, we released the free match between United States Death Machine, so that was a good opportunity for the American Destroyers to scout. But see, that's the type of tandem offense you got to be on the same page for. And at least cooler heads prevailing. Mikey Webb trying to make the best of a bad situation. Heidi Lovelace blocking that kick attempt, caught him with the knee, and here comes the fresh Kimberly.
And there goes Di. Oh, he almost takes the Heidi Lovelace.
Kimberly throwing Mikey Webb in a position for that kick. Now looking for a bicycle kick at Donovan Dijak as he's trying to get back in the ring. Oh, sit-out powerbomb, the impact of the pin. She could not get her legs over the wrists of Mikey Webb, or she might have been able to keep him down for the count.
Uh-oh, what does she do?
Might be looking for a German suplex from this position. She's got the waist lock. Webb's back up to a vertical base, and instead using his weight to back Kimberly to the corner.
She's got to get out of this corner. She is in deep, deep trouble.
That is the wrong part of town. She did not want to get backed up into that corner. The whip into Donovan Dijak. Oh, wow, the neck breaker and the back breaker. 1, 2. Heidi, just the nick of time to make the save. Mikey Webb responding in kind. Referee starting to lose control. This is only the first match.
Yeah, they are. I tell you what, the intensity has picked up on the part of the American Destroyers here. I think they're realizing that these girls are no joke. They are indeed. Oh!
We got the first part of the combination. Mikey Webb ate the second.
Oh!
And Donovan Dijak's.
Oh my God!
What an exchange that we're seeing right now. Oh, and Heidi spiking with the lower and Dijak with a boot. Kimberly looking for a cross-body block.
Oh my God. Oh, she's right back up.
I'm telling you can never underestimate the toughness of Kimberly.
German suplex.
Right on his head.
She's got to get the cover, though.
She might be spent.
Dijak's gonna outweigh her by what, a good 150 pounds?
Well, that was something I was actually going to ask him, Malonis. I mean, obviously, most of your matches are usually the larger of the two competitors. Tonight, it's questionable when you wrestle Keith Lee. However, what do you have to do against a smaller opponent? How does that change your strategy based on the size difference?
Well, when they're a smaller opponent, you don't give them a chance to breathe. You keep that pressure and that weight on them constantly because, you know, I only got so much air in me, man, and when you're the bigger guy, you got less air.
So do you think the longer this match goes, the more that it favors Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace then because they've got better conditioning because they're not carrying as much weight?
Well, and definitely when it comes to Dijak, sure. What an exchange here.
Oh, and both competitors
outside.
tumbling to the floor, and they're picking up right where they left off.
Mikey Webb side of Dijak. Oh my God.
Well, Kimberly was out of the way, and again, that's where the size difference comes into play. Kimberly's a little bit quicker. She was able to get out of the way.
What's Kimberly thinking? The Destroyers have not been on the same page for the last few minutes. Oh.
And Donovan Dijak, I thought he was taking the brunt of that. Instead, looking for a choke slam. Oh no, popping her up on the shoulders. Oh, right onto the ring apron. And now Heidi with the crossbody, sending the Destroyers crashing. Dijak might hit the back of his head on the stairs.
Incredible action here. I'll tell you what, these women are tough.
And they're not afraid to fight.
They are tough. This is the state of women's wrestling in 2016. It's a great thing.
We're going to see some great women's matches later on the card tonight as well. Jordan Grace versus Alexis, as well as Deonna Purrazzo versus Sonya. Tessa Blanchard's going to be going one-on-one with Ricochet for the first time ever. So, stat card here tonight for New England Mania 4 and Midas Touch. Story right now is that Dijak and Webb have not finished the job. Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace proven to be just too tough. Now maybe looking for the American Destroyer, that slingshot into a Canadian Destroyer.
Is their confidence shaken right now?
Well, they took way too much time. That's the issue with this move. And now looking for a sunset flip. Kimberly, she's got the alligator clutch! And Donovan Dijak just punching her in the face. Nobody has been able to kick out of that hole. Nobody.
Last second.
If anything, the long arms of Donovan Dijak coming into play. And now Dijak's got her scooped up. Gonna be looking to send her snake eyes. Oh, right in the kick. Might have caught her on the bridge of the nose. More tag team offense, might be looking for a doomsday device. Oh,
knee to
the
face.
Flying knee. And Dijak's right back up.
That agility. That man is impressive.
Oh! Looking for the moonsault.
I don't know if he caught all of it.
I think Kimberly was out of the way just in the nick of time. That was a near-death experience.
If she would have caught that knee to the face, it might have been a trip to the hospital.
I believe Heidi Lovelace is the legal competitor right here. Mikey Webb getting tied up in the ropes. Heidi catching it with a headbutt. Look for that Meteora. Now rebounding off the ropes.
Oh!
Into the DDT. Heidi has such unique offense, the way that she's able to string it together, the way she's able to maneuver her frame, making the most of it.
Yeah, again, my first time seeing her in person, and I am just in awe of her toughness and that moveset.
Might be looking for a frog splash. She's got to keep her eyes on Donovan Dijak, though. Oh, looking for a senton. Instead, Dijak plucking her out of midair.
I don't think those are having any effect on Dijak right now.
Center into Mikey Webb's arms. Uh-oh, and Mikey Webb in a position right here.
Here it comes.
Oh, man! The added momentum on that spike pile driver. You gotta be kidding me.
That's gotta do it. What a contest. No shame in losing this one if you're Lee and Lovelace. What a performance here.
Well, Brian, I'm going to wish you all the luck against Keith Lee later on tonight.
I'm going to need it.
And everybody else, please subscribe to youtube.com/BeyondWrestling.
Where do I go? Oh, good. Super short.